Hello, welcome to Southend TV. We're here today at the Railway Hotel with Ship Full of Bombs. So tell me a little bit about yourselves, what you do within the station.
My name's Al Johnson. I guess I'm the station manager. I pretty much run the sort of broader strokes of the whole thing. And
I'm Tom Burgess. Don't know why I needed to question that, but I am Tom Burgess. I founded the station with Al. I DJ mostly, and that's about it. Al does all of the important stuff. I do all of the arty-farty stuff. I do ask you whether
you agree with me, though.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Yes. Cool, my name's Stephen Hastings. I'm one of the first presenters on Ship Full of Bombs, and I run a monthly show called Harbour Bazaar.
So how did you guys meet? How did the channel start?
I was down at the railway drinking in the pub, and Tom came over to my wife and said, hello, Mrs. Johnson, because she's a teacher and she used to teach Tom when he was very little. And he was saying what a great teacher she was and how he had a very positive effect on him, and we just got chatting from there. Tom was saying he was interested in doing radio, and so from that, that was how the station started.
I've got to ask first of all, how on earth did you come up with the name?
That came from a friend of mine. We were looking for all kinds of local icons. The pier was an obvious one. Thought that was a bit too obvious. Then a friend of mine came out with the SS Montgomery, which is out in the estuary, and it is literally a ship full of bombs. That's where it came from.
So how long have you guys been going?
About 3 years, I think.
It's the third anniversary this August, actually, so 3 years pretty much bang on.
It's sort of slightly arbitrary, isn't it?
Have you always broadcasted from here at the railway? Or?
We've got two studios. There's one here, which is obviously hosted by the railway, and we've also got a studio over in Leigh-on-Sea as well, so we do some shows from here and we do some shows from our studio as well.
Yeah, very nice. Aside from just the three of you, is there a lot more people involved?
But yeah, about 25, 30 people with producers and hosts and DJs and obviously people helping us out with everything we do publicity-wise, and the whole set's quite a gang now.
Very nice. So what's your broadcast schedule like? So there's a lot of people involved, so a lot of shows?
We do 5 shows a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday, 8 till 10. But we're looking to expand that out at the moment, aren't we? We've been running some syndicated shows.
So syndicating with other similarly minded independent radio stations around the kind of world is where we want to be going. So we've had some offers to broadcast our stuff out in Australia. We've had offers to broadcast out in Japan, and I think there'll be those slots every week, but we have a number of shows which run bi-weekly. We have other shows which run once a month, so there's quite a variety.
Did you get a lot of listeners just from Southend, or is it sort of a worldwide?
No, it's a good mix. Obviously, we're quite focused locally, but we pretty much cover the whole of the world. We do well in Canada and America, Australia, all those sort of like...
I get Brazil for my show for some reason.
I get Scandinavia.
Sure. Yeah. We had a mega fan, didn't we, from Norway. I don't know where he's gone from, but he bought all the T-shirts and everything. He was first up with a T-shirt, wasn't he? Trond. Yeah.
If you look at people like Daryl's show, for example, he's been broadcasting on and off for like 15, 20 years,
True.
Podrophenia been going for similar amounts of time, get a great listenership as well. So.
Yeah.
So if the Southend TV viewers want to get in on the action, where do they go to go listen?
They can find us on shipfullofbombs.co.uk. Mainly people seem to be going in through TuneIn now, because they've rolled that platform out to so many of the digital radios and stuff, haven't they? That a lot of people seem to like listening that way. You can get all our podcasts and live feeds on there.
And equally iTunes and what have you, if people want to subscribe to any of the podcasts and what have you too. So
there's places. Yeah.
Also, if you can't be bothered to type Ship Full of Bombs, sfob.co.uk works as well. So
Twitter and Facebook, obviously, we've got a few, good number of people following us there.
A few thousand on Twitter, a few thousand on Facebook and what have you as well.
What kind of music is it? Is it a mix of stuff?
It's right across the board, but it's generally sort of left of centre. There's no pop shows.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I mean, your show's, quite clearly an indie show. But then we've got, Otherwise, which is a really left of centre sort of, what would it be? Ambient jazz?
He does jazz post-rock, doesn't he? That's his remit.
It's a great show. I mean, my stuff, tends to be a bit sort of retro 60s-y, psychedelia, that kind of stuff. But, we've also got sea shanties, which is really dance heavy. So we've got so many different sort of shows that are going on and so many different vibes. You're quite folky, Tom, if you don't mind me saying.
It kind of started out as a folk show, then went a bit of country, and then turned out into an indie show as well. So you can expect everything from traditional folk to sort of left field indie.
We've also got Diana as well. We're live with Ethers, which you always tell me I'm getting wrong.
Some of the best sessions we've had have been through what she's arranged. She works really hard at it.
So taking a little walk down memory lane, what's probably your favourite memory
The best day we had was when we were doing the promos, and Steve has a friend that makes those temporary tattoos. And we spent the day tattooing people with Shit Full of Bombs logos, and then they wouldn't wash off, and so we had like a month of people moaning that they couldn't get rid of their tattoo that we put on them.
That's why I got a batch of them so cheaply.
Yeah.
For me, I think we did a show on a personal one just before Christmas about, again, a kind of local legend, which was a guy called Vivian Stanchel, who was in a band, Bonzo Dog Band, for years, obviously born in Southend, brought up in Leigh-on-Sea, real sort of local character, and he died a number of years ago, and we did a special on him, so just playing tunes about him and influences on and what have you. And his widow, a lovely lady by the name of Kai, contacted us and rang in just for a sort of chat, and it was one of the most heartfelt interviews I think I've ever sort of done. She could not have been more gorgeous, so that would be my favourite one, Kai Longfellow Stanchel.
I like to spend the majority of my show abusing my co-host, so whenever I get in a room just to torment Mickey is time well spent. So I think all of that, making his life hell for 2 hours, is every moment of that.
And that's going to pull the listeners in, Tom.
Yes.
So anything else you want to mention, guys, about how to get in touch with you guys? About
You can get us at listen@sfob.co.uk if you want to drop us a line. We're particularly looking for people who are interested in getting involved on the technical side of things.
Absolutely.
What we really need now is sort of more editorial content on the website. You know, people doing reviews, gig reviews. That would really help us. And so if anybody's sitting out there, because loads of people sit at home, write it all down, and don't do anything with it.
budding music heads get involved?
I think everyone here does it for the love of the music and just enjoys actually creating something out of thin air, which I think is what radio is.
No,
If
we've
you want to
been
get involved, then
surprised how well it's gone to this point. So
and it's just going to get better.
yes.